Good morning. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Good morning. So nice to talk to you guys.
Oh, man, I love your energy. See, that's that artist coming out inside of you because you're excited about the art that's always generated inside that imagination.
Well, I'm also excited because the show premieres today, and I am so proud of it. And I'm so excited for everybody to watch because, man, we really put our heart and soul into this season. And I'm just stoked that we finally get to share it with the world.
Yeah, sharing it with the world on Paramount Plus, which is like my go-to app. Because they really do take you into the realm of the real world on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it's definitely a network to get if you haven't already gotten it. My husband and I got it for the new Halo show, actually. But we're really stoked. We're really stoked that we got it. It's a really, really great network. And behind the scenes, they treat us so well. And yeah, it's been cool to be a part of it with them.
Well, you're going to be a judge on Ink Master. Ryan. This is. The one thing that I love about getting ink on the body in the first place. You get one shot. There's no erasing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what kind? How do you keep everybody calm and realizing this is a contest, but don't blow it?
Well, that is the challenge. That is the challenge. I always tell people that competing it's such a triathlon. It's a mental, physical, and emotional battle, and that combination is really psychological. And when you're being told to create on demand, it's like telling a musician, you're going to write the best song you've ever written right now, except the twist is that you have to write that on a living, breathing human being with thoughts and feelings that's in pain. And so it's wild. It's wild. And season after season, it still stays just as interesting and just as intense because these competitors are literally creating art. Yep. And what is art? It's a visual expression of a feeling, of a thing meant to invoke an emotion. And so you get to watch the inner workings of these artists' minds and their process. And it's shocking what some of them pull out this season. We were all even totally shocked by a couple of the tattoos. You got to tune in and see it.
Composition, precision, and color theory. Along the way, you with your connection to ink, do you sit there and go, oh, they're going to have to pull this one out? I don't know how they're going to get out of it, but they've got to pull it out because they're the professional.
In terms of the competitors competing?
Oh yeah, because like I said, composition, precision, and color theory.
Right.
When you're the first thing you do that outline, and now we get in there and we start digging in because you've messed around with shades and stuff like that. You've got to be a visionary.
You have to be a visionary, and you have to be confident in what you're doing because not every type of art translates into tattooing. Not every painting works on the skin.
Right.
Not every style is going to last forever. And so along with being a tattooer, especially in this competition, one part of what you're being tested on is the reality of what tattoos really are. You have to know your limits. You have to know where your boundaries are so you can know how to push them and really push your art to the next level. But before you can break a rule, you kind of have to know what a rule is. And so, these artists go through a lot of that as well. And they're not getting away with anything this season because I have 10 or 11 years now of experience. Nico is over 20 years, and Ami is over 30 years. That's 3 different generations of lessons and knowledge that we have to provide and offer. And, and then Joel comes in, representing the voice of you guys, the voice of the viewer, the tattoo enthusiast.
Yep.
And sometimes he completely goes against what we think, but his voice is equally as important.
Absolutely.
So it's a great dynamic.
Let's talk about Ami because the resume says tattoo specialist. I remember when getting ink and tattoos was that one thing we did behind closed doors as young adults, and now it's like the whole world has embraced ink. And so many businesses say you don't have to wear the long sleeves anymore. Show off the art.
Yeah, and they should. And Ami was a big part of that. With developing Miami Ink.
Yes.
And for him, Ami really was a pioneer because he was brave enough to bridge the gap between the tattoo industry, which was still very underground, even just those few years ago, and pop culture and the grand audience of the nation and the world. And I think through all of his life experience, he has something really specific to offer, because he remembers tattooing when not only was it not legal, you had to make your own ink. You had to make your own needles. You had to make your own machines. And if back then you weren't even allowed to tattoo. You had to be accepted and inducted, and it was a different world. Yeah. And Ami was one of those people that really paved the way for us to be able to do what we get to do every day.
Well, you're a pioneer too, because long gone are the days of I just want a butterfly or I just want a mushroom. I mean, you have proven to the world that no, you got to be a part of the story. Put your story somewhere on your body and live with the journey of it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get a mushroom or if you want to get a butterfly, absolutely do it. But don't feel pressure to have a reason behind every tattoo that you have, because sometimes you just love the way something looks. And what says more about you than something that makes you happy? It's your body. You have to feel confident to treat it like a temple, celebrate yourself, and don't think you have to hit some life-changing event to earn a tattoo. Your body is always worth celebrating. Your likes are worth celebrating. And you should embrace it and be individual and get whatever tattoo you want. It doesn't even have to be serious.
Yeah, and part of the evolution right now is that slowly but surely people are starting to tell the story of why they have, that particular tattoo. And I just wish people would be a little bit more open with it, because there is a story, or basically even if it was a night out with the girls, that to me is a conversation starter, and that is a community connection.
Oh, listen, I have, through my career, what I have learned the most as truth is that tattooing brings people together. Yep. It does. If you're sitting in a waiting room next to someone who could not be any more opposite from you, politically, or in any other way, if you both have a tattoo, that's a connection. And it's a way for the two of you to understand each other, if not more than one level, at least on that one level. And I think it's a beautiful bridge of expression that we should really celebrate.
Now, Ryan, what have you learned this season? Because I mean, you're the forever student as it is, because new techniques, there's different things that people expect and stuff. But as that artist, what are you learning?
Wow, I mean, I don't think anyone should ever believe that they've learned it all. Yeah. I mean, this season in particular, oh my gosh, even Nico Hurtado is judging alongside of us, and he's really revolutionized color tattooing and color realism tattooing for the world. And he has given me so many tips and tricks during the critiques and also, off camera and stuff. I came home to my shop after filming and was like, you guys aren't going to believe it. Nico gave me the keys to the kingdom. Listen to this. And I came home with all of these secret tricks I was so proud of. Like I got I discovered the CIA's unopened documents, and I came home with this package of information. It was really cool, actually. But you even learn from the competitors as well. Yep. You learn a lot because, granted, I'm on one side of the judging table and they're on the other. We're still all artists, and we each have a voice, and we each have something to contribute, and it's all equally as important.
Ink Master on Paramount Plus on your TV now. You can get into it now. Are you going to grow with this in the way, because we always have these ink festivals in the Carolinas? Are we going to start seeing you out at these festivals?
Oh my gosh, I have done so many tattoo conventions. I think there was a point where I was traveling 6 to 8 months out of the year doing conventions all over the world. This year I'm going to be doing a few definitely that I'll be announcing, but I'm not sure quite which ones yet, because I have a 2-year-old and he's so perfect and I just can't stand to be away from him for that long, to be honest. So I'm just enjoying his perfection for a little bit before I go out into the world.
Well, thank you so much for the art that you do, because I'm a true believer that the future needs the story, and you help process that telling of that story with the ink on the body.
Thank you so much. What an awesome show to be part of. And definitely tune in check it out. It's streaming right now.
Excellent. Be brilliant today, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.